You wake up at 6 a.m. after going to bed at 2. You're broke, stressed, alone. But you keep telling yourself, just persevere, just push through. It'll pay off eventually. Here's what research on high-functioning depression reveals. Perseverance itself is the problem. Clinical research shows that when people double down on situations making them unhappy, they're not building resilience, they're engaging in a psychological mechanism called sublimation that leads directly to anhedonia, emotional suppression, and eventually complete burnout. Today, I'm breaking down the neuroscience of why pushing through destroys you, and giving you 5 concrete steps to escape this cycle, not by working harder, but by fundamentally changing your relationship with discomfort. This isn't about quitting. This is about stopping the pattern that makes successful people suicidal. Here's the psychological trap. You're in a situation that makes you miserable. A job you hate, crushing responsibilities, a life that feels wrong. The healthy response would be to change something, set boundaries, reduce load, redirect. But instead, you engage in sublimation. You take that negative feeling, I hate this, I want to quit, and transmute it into fuel. I'm not a quitter. I'm going to prove myself. I'll go even harder. You double down. You get promoted. You take on more. You succeed. And the research is clear. This works. Sublimation is incredibly effective at generating external success. That's why it's so dangerous. It appears to be working while it's destroying you internally. Here's the mechanism. To maintain this pattern, you must suppress the signals your brain sends about suffering. I'm tired gets ignored. I'm miserable gets buried. I want to stop becomes weakness to overcome. You're not just working hard, you're systematically amputating parts of yourself. Clinical research on high-functioning depression identifies this pattern clearly. Patients demonstrate emotional suppression, anhedonia, inability to feel pleasure, increased substance use, somatic complaints, unexplained physical symptoms, and avoidant coping. These aren't separate problems. They are inevitable consequences of sustained sublimation. The cruel irony. You're succeeding while dying inside. And because success validates the strategy, you double down again and again until your body forces you to stop through illness, breakdown, or worse. The problem. Sublimation creates a death spiral. The driving force isn't ambition. It's identity protection. You're not trying to achieve something. You're trying to avoid being someone. Research shows people stay in misery-inducing situations to preserve an identity. I'm not a quitter. I'm strong. I'm the one people rely on. I'm a man. These aren't just beliefs. They're psychological structures you're sacrificing your well-being to maintain. Here's the trap. The identity exists in the future. It's aspirational. I want to be proud of myself only makes sense if you're currently not. You're running from who you are toward who you think you should be. And that gap, that's where the suffering lives. To maintain the aspirational identity, you must reject your current experience. I feel tired threatens the identity of strong person who never quits, so it gets suppressed. Over time, you lose touch with all your feelings, not just the inconvenient ones. This is how you end up successful, accomplished, and completely hollow. One patient told me, "I don't feel interested in anything anymore. I see people passionate about things and I'm jealous. When do I get to feel that way?" That's the end point of sustained sublimation. Anhedonia so complete, you've forgotten what wanting feels like. The solution: involvement over identity. The way out isn't what you think. It's not about being grateful or taking it one step at a time, though those sound right. The real solution is deeper. Step 1. Recognize sublimation in action. When you feel miserable, but respond by working harder, pause. Ask, am I addressing this feeling, or am I trying to become someone who doesn't have it? If you're trying to transcend the feeling rather than understand it, you're sublimating. Step 2. Abandon the identity completely. This sounds terrifying, but it's essential. Stop trying to be the strong one, or the person who never quits, or successful. These are future projections, not present realities. They keep you running from now. Ask instead, what do I actually feel right now? Not what should I feel, or what would a strong person feel. What do I feel? Step 3. Address the feeling directly, not through achievement. When you look in the mirror and don't like what you see, the instinct is to become a different person. Instead, ask, what single action today would make me feel incrementally better about myself tomorrow? Not what will make me successful, or what will make me strong. What will make you feel better? Genuinely, internally better. Step 4. Accept that one thing at a time feels too slow, and do it anyway. Your brain will scream, "This is too slow. I'll be 35 before anything changes. It's not enough." That's the identity talking. That's the future projection demanding instant transformation. The truth: you can only work with now. And now is always one thing at a time. Accept that it feels insufficient. Do it anyway. Step 5. Practice involvement, not avoidance. Research on happiness reveals one consistent factor: involvement. Not achievement, not success. Involvement with your actual life, right now, as it is. When you're losing, mentally checking out guarantees misery. When you're suffering, wishing things were different amplifies suffering. The paradox: diving fully into your current experience, even painful experience, reduces suffering. This doesn't mean accepting bad circumstances forever. It means engaging with them fully enough to make clear decisions about what actually needs to change. There is no too late. Stop asking, "Is it too late for me?" That question lives in the identity system, comparing yourself to some imagined timeline. There is no too late. There's only now, and what you choose to do with it. You are not the person you were yesterday. Neurologically, literally, you are a different configuration of experiences, neurons, and resources. That past self made decisions with different information. This present self can make different ones. Happiness isn't a destination you reach through sufficient suffering. It's a skill you practice in each moment. And the core of that skill is involvement. Being fully present with your actual life instead of running toward an identity or away from discomfort. Stop persevering and start living. Subscribe. Future you will thank you.